Hi, you're watching a very special recording of Agenda AWANI. I'm off my studio because for great things I will go out, and I'm at the next Big Tech Asia 2017 KLCC Convention Centre. As usual, the only person that can force me to get out so early in the morning will be Datuk Yasmin. Thank you so much for making time to be in this show. I know you're very busy. We're going to talk about big data. This is the Big Data Week, and we've got two young Malaysians who's going to chart the future for us. You know, people always say and give these statistics where we need 20,000 data professionals by 2020. 85% of jobs will not be around anymore. There'll be new jobs coming. So that's the issue I'm going to put to them. But from Datuk Yasmin, again, there's never enough meeting of minds to discuss about disruption, like big data, for example. For this next Big Tech Asia 2017, what do you want to see, Datuk, especially in terms of talents coming out in the country?
Thank you, and thank you so much for coming out. Big Data Week, as you may know, this is already kali keempat, I think. We have done this in 4 years consecutively, and the whole idea is about bringing the awareness. And the awareness, the need to bring about the awareness for how important data is for value creation, for social economic value creation. It is even getting more amplified. We were talking about data as a new commodity. Data is the new oil just 3 years ago, and now we are seeing so much of the of its impact already being realized. So it's almost a crusade for us at MDEC to ensure that everybody understand, especially our business leaders and from SMEs to NGOs, to understand that embracing data for value creation is no longer an option, it's a must.
Datuk, saya tadi berlaga bawa dengan orang Google lah, orang Facebook yang hebat-hebat. Jadi saya pun terbawa-bawa cakap bahasa Inggeris. But if I bring it to BM, di mana kita dalam aspek kesedaran di akar umbi. Kerana kalau kita nak tapak yang lebih luas untuk pelajar-pelajar kita masuk, maka kita perlu sebarkannya seluas mungkin. Dan saya bersama Datuk dekat My Digital Maker macam nak runtuh KLCC Convention Centre punya ramai orang. Jadi kalau kita boleh hubungkan big data dengan jaringan seperti itu, Datuk.
Yeah. Apa yang the most important component yang kita harus lakukan bila kita nak build data economy ialah data professional. Kita ada sasaran 20,000, tapi sekarang ke tahap ini kita dah produce up to 6,000, around 6,000, and all the engines and components tu are working. So that's the good news lah, because kita ada universities yang tengah many universities sekarang ni they are offering data science courses in undergraduate, postgraduate. Kita ada juga yang macam kita adakan sekarang Data Star, which is like a finishing school. Kita pun juga ada professional development di mana kita ada sokongan begitu bagus daripada HRDF. HRDF has identified data science or data analytics as a critical skill set for the future. So we have all these components, and the engines right now are really doing well. A lot of room still to improve, but at least we have the momentum going. Tapi yang masalahnya sekarang kita tanya 20,000 tu pun cukup ke tidak? Because the adoption, the impact tu is keep on semakin menambah. So we now say, okay, we just have to focus. Kalau kita nak tengokkan, oh my God, is it enough? Then kita jadi overwhelmed to the point of inaction. So we are now focusing on what we can do, apa yang boleh dilakukan.
Datuk, orang putih kata kuda tu kita boleh bawa pergi ke air, tapi kalau dia nak minum tu macam mana? So kita kenalah tanya orang yang pergi ke air ni, pergi kat data. Saudara Muhammad Nur Yassin, hebat ni kalau saya tengok dia punya profile, Masters of Science in Business Intelligence and Analytics. Waktu saya kat universiti tak ada benda-benda macam ni. Jadi UTM, right? Okay. Cuba bagi perspektif orang muda. Orang tua macam saya dengan Datuk Yasmin, bukan tua lah, matang, melihatnya dalam konteks yang teknikal, makro. Tapi orang muda tengoknya macam mana? Adakah ini kerjaya yang dicari-cari? Macam mana kalau tahun 80-an, 90-an dulu kena jadi accountant, doktor semua? Adakah ini sekarang yang hebat 90-an doktor yang hebat sekarang adalah professional data.
Saya suka berkongsi pengalaman saya. Saya degree in electrical electronics engineering. It was not related at all with the data. Tapi bila saya masuk mula bekerja dengan salah satu syarikat JLC, Telekom Malaysia. So what I can see is that tak cukup dengan apabila kita tidak ada analytic skills. So it's a must for us, for an engineer to have the analytic skills. So what I can see is big data itself is our life. Start from daripada kita bangun tidur, kita tengok weather forecast, kita tengok traffic, kita tengok currency exchange, you want to go for travel, and then it's related too much with our life. So in a simple way, in a simple words, apa yang boleh saya simpulkan kat sini, as a young man, saya rasa saya kira ia satu potensi yang besar dalam untuk masa hadapan. Kalau sekarang kita dah tengok, kalau macam saya sendiri, saya ada nama, saya ada nombor IC, saya ada nombor telefon. If I have 2 phones, I have 2 phones number. So in future, saya ada anak contohnya misalnya, dan setiap orang tu berkembang, and the data is growing so fast. So we can predict that, like Datuk said just now, that 20,000, 20,000 professional in data actually is not sufficient. Memang tak cukup.
Okay. Tapi dia cool tak kata bahasa orang muda ni? Kerana kita tak naklah orang yang pergi tu orang yang kena dapat A je kan. Kalau boleh kita nak buka itu untuk pemikiran semua. Pandangan Yasin macam mana?
Yes, saya setuju. Macam kami di UTM, Master of Science in Business Intelligence and Analytics, we are not just doing those mathematical modelling, all those data analytics. It's actually more to how to present the data, more to enhancing ourselves. Macam mana kita nak berada setara dengan orang lain. Kita boleh show them on our data presentation. We can tell them how it goes, how it works, and then in intelligent way. Because now we are just like using apps, like say kita ada satu app dan kita klik and everything goes there. Macam semua benda tu is everything go BI, business intelligence.
Maknanya apa yang Yasin akan buat dan reka cipta dan laksanakan nanti akan membuatkan kita punya aplikasi tu nampak kuno lah. Macam mana saya dulu melihat machine typewriter, itu dia. Saya perlu pergi rehat yang pertama, going for the first break. But we've got one more data star student to interview lepas ni. Tan Siva sedang menunggu, tetapi kita rehat dahulu. Apabila kembali, saya juga nak bagi data betapa suku tahun ke suku tahun 2016 ke 2017. Datuk Yasmin bawa saya sejuk-sejuk pergi tengok 5 hub digital ekonomi di UK. Dan saya nak ambil data UK tentang pertumbuhan mereka, keperluan profesional ataupun data profesional di UK selepas ini. Saya masih berada di luar, tidak berada dalam studio, saya berada di KLCC Convention Center. I'm here at KL Convac because the next big tech is here, Big Tech Asia 2017. But saya nak lihat kepada fakta. Fakta menunjukkan, anda boleh Google Experis, Professional IT Resourcing Services di UK. Mereka mengatakan suku tahun 2016 tahun lepas dengan suku tahun-tahun ini, pertumbuhan adalah sebanyak hampir 52% keperluan terhadap profesional untuk bidang data raya ataupun big data. Yang lebih menarik, purata gaji juga naik, terutama bagi pemula saya rasa. Puratanya adalah 67,000 lebih kurang 67,400 pound sterling. Dan itu kalau kita bahagi kepada 12 bulan, dia lebih kurang 5 ke 6,000 pound. Untuk memula saya rasa nak dapat RM2,000 di Malaysia pun payah kalau untuk graduan. Jadi itu skopnya. Saya nak pergi kepada Tan Siva dalam perkara ini. Cerita sikit latar belakang macam mana boleh masuk ke data raya atau big data dan perjalanan setakat ini.
The first thing, saya nak berterima kasih kepada Dato' Yasmin and Puan Sharla because they are the founders for ADEX. So without them, there's no ADEX and of course there's no Data Star. So first gratitude is for them, and this is aligned with our Prime Minister's TN50 where women's empowerment in industry. So this is actually aligned with our beloved Prime Minister's vision. So my background is actually from economics in masters, and I did in the National University of Malaysia, and my undergraduate is in from mathematics faculty. Same goes to National University of Malaysia. So I've been applying for a lot of companies, but I get rejected in this field sebab I don't have few skills, which is some soft programming skills, at the same time advanced mathematical models. And I need to fulfill the gap in order to get a place in the industry. And I found out that this field is very good because this is about mathematics. So what we are trying to do is we want to solve real life problem. So this field actually brings a method and technique to solve the problems. So I found out for myself that this is very good field, and to enter that program and to this field I am lacking of somewhat. Then I start to Google. So that's how the technology comes to play in my life. And when I Google, I get to know about there's a platform called edX. And then I try to Google more, and I found that there's a program DataStar. So what I did, I straight away click apply, and I applied, and I've been called for a few interviews and assessment. And then from there, I get notified that I'm selected, and yeah, that's all. I'm in DataStar.
When you say problem solving, I mean, when I read about your background, you know, your father was your sole breadwinner. Your father, the sole breadwinner for the family, was mentioned in your profile. Jadi bagaimana benda perkara kompleks macam data raya, you boleh nampak untuk hubungkan dengan we want everyone to have economic mobility in this country. Maybe the old tech doesn't help us that much. Maybe the new tech will bring more equality for wealth creation. How do you see that?
Okay, my father is a farmer. So I'm from kampung side. So I can see, tapa. So I can see among us, we are quite connected, but it's just in that area. So when we move to KL, in KL the people are connected, but they're not connected with Tapa and KL. So actually we can say two different clusters at that time. So with transportation, with highways last time, it actually increased the mobility. And now with vast amount of internet, it is connecting everyone very fast. So actually the cluster is getting big and number of cluster is getting small. So we are actually in a place where everyone is connected. I have read a book where we are just connected to everyone with just 5 links. So it means if you ask me how many links I need to approach to meet Prime Minister, in the book says I just need at least 5. It means if I ask, okay, please do introduce Prime Minister. So I just need to move 5 points and I'm already meet Prime Minister.
Dua-dua ni bakat besar Malaysia. So saya kena duga mereka sikit dengan soalan lebih mendalam. Okey, Tan Siva, semalam saya berada di Hari Peternak, Peladang dan Nelayan Kebangsaan. Bercakap tentang data raya. Saya letakkan data yang saya jumpa di Eropah juga. Kesatuan Eropah meletakkan belanjawan dan pengkhususan khas untuk farming, where your background is, right? The farming community. Mereka meletakkan bahawa precision agriculture, maknanya pertanian yang lebih terperinci dan khusus dan tepat, dan hanya dengan mengeluarkan barangan mekanikal, pasarannya adalah macam traktor yang lebih pintar dan sebagainya. Pasarannya adalah 200 bilion euro. Jadi bayangkan itu hampir 1 trilion ringgit Malaysia. Jadi bagaimana Tan Siva akan balik dan membantu golongan petani misalnya selepas graduan yang hebat untuk data raya dengan edX ni?
For incorporate big data into farm is actually very expensive. Seperti Cik kata, memang expensive. But as a part, as an individual, if I've been detached to any industry 4.0, I can use my knowledge which I gain from edX and my placement training. I'm sure I can help them to optimize all the equation. But if you ask me to bring money and build the infrastructure, I'm sure I need.
Not necessarily, because if I can just emphasiskan, because smart farming ni is something that MDEC we've been trying to look at. Kita tengok apa yang kita buat dengan usahawan melalui e-usahawan. You can see the big impact on technology on this type of kerja. Itu kan farming. If I look at examples, kalau getting the smart precision sekarang ni it's not that expensive anymore. It doesn't have to be that expensive. Umpamanya kita ada macam cili merah tu. Kalau kita boleh, sekarang ni it depends on irrigation, air dan juga untuk baja kan, fertigation and irrigation. So kalau kita boleh letakkan sensor, then the sensor can be connected to a smart system that can do the irrigation and fertigation, and that kind of sensor punya tu dah not that expensive anymore. But yang most importantly, the sensor is going to be collecting data, and the collector is based on the cloud system, because of the cloud system sekarang pun tak begitu mahal. So it doesn't have to be so expensive, but the impact, the yield, sekarang ni our farmers punya income is can be improved. So I think ada banyak opportunity untuk meningkatkan lagi pendapatan petani-petani kita melalui smart farming that doesn't have to be so expensive.
Saya setuju dengan Datuk kerana agenda AWANI juga pernah bertemu dan menunjukkan kepada rakyat tentang cerita kumpulan peladang di Kuala Langat. Saya rasa mereka antara kumpulan peladang pertama Chile yang menggunakan aplikasi tahun ini dilancarkan. Saya ingat lagi, besar, panjang, berkilat dan terjojol. Itu kualiti Chili mereka, panjang. Dan mereka sebelum ini tertakluk kepada kuasa pasaran, sekejap harga RM6 sekilo, sekejap harga RM12. Jadi dengan padanan data, mereka boleh terus bercakap dengan pasaran yang besar seperti Giant, Tesco dan sebagainya. Maka itu memudahkan nilai pasaran. Betul macam Datuk kata, saya juga faham isu harga itu. Selepas ini, after this, I'm just gonna let the two bright talents of Malaysia to answer Datuk Yasmin, because I'm sure Datuk Yasmin has high hopes for our data professional to lead us into the digital economy. The FTZ is, I'm very excited. October is the month where the FTZ, I'm going to see what I've been discussing with Datuk. A lot of things. How are they going to play a role for the future? Datuk will be the one asking them, not me, after this short break. Anda masih menyaksikan satu rakaman khas agenda AWANI. Terima kasih pada Next Big Tech Asia 2017 dan tentunya di belakang itu adalah MDEC. Tanpa MDEC, saya gagal untuk membicarakan tentang data raya, tapi tanpa Datuk Yasmin, di manakah harus kita melihat ke depan? Datuk Yasmin, tolonglah berikan harapan Datuk, kerana Datuk melihatnya daripada perspektif puncak tertinggi. Datuk telah petakan ke mana harus Malaysia pergi untuk ekonomi digital. Jadi dua insan yang hebat ini, what do you want from them, Datuk? Because you've met the best of the best from the global industry.
Okay, what do I want? So first of all, the most important thing is to everybody mengatakan bahawa data as a value creator ni is no longer an option. Ya, kita harus sebagai satu negara, country, as a company, as individual, we must embrace it. So that's number one. And the fundamental yang kita harus buat ialah untuk to produce all this talent. And I'm very happy and very proud of the two. We also have girls, by the way. Kita pun ada perempuan juga yang so the point is that they have got the foresight as an early mover to embrace data professional, to be a data professional. But the facts out there, you quoted your UK punya fact. Dekat Malaysia ni, kalau you have the data professional punya background, the premium that you can command is anything between 30% to 50% in terms of salary. So kalau maknanya if a normal degree, fresh graduate, you dapat X. If you have got this data professional punya background, you can get between 30 to 50% more. Yeah, so all the mothers out there, you have to bear this in mind. And the second part is that as you get more, kalau you're 5 years or 10 years, the premium that you command tu is becoming even more. In fact, memanglah sekarang ni data scientist, data professional is the most in demand. It's one of the most, if not the most in demand. So what I want you to do is, number one, is to be a great example, be successful. I know you will be. And encourage more. Use them as people. Kalau orang muda macam ni dah ada the foresight kan. So go and talk. Kalau kita bercakap ni mungkin dia tak dengar. Kita dah orang tua kan. So kalau ada from the young to the young, go and tell them. You know, number one is that the potential is out there. Number two, walaupun asas programming dan asas matematik is going to be important, but that doesn't mean that you cannot be very good in maths. You must be very good in programming, then only you can become a data scientist, because you have your domain expert. You may be a doctor, you may be a lawyer, you may be a marketing. That is your passion, but you must know data analytics. You must, so that you are able to then use the data and add value and create value in your respective profession.
Boleh tak saya harapkan pada generasi pertama, kita panggil dia orang Gen 1 lah, Gen 1.0 for Professional Data Malaysia. Saya tak nak lagi kesesakan lalu lintas di Kuala Lumpur. Saya tak nak lagi pencemaran jerubu di peringkat ASEAN. Kerana kalau tak salah saya, ADEX tu ASEAN punya data hub, not just for Malaysia. So boleh tak? Are you thinking about solving these big issues for the country with the skills that you now equipped with?
Pada pendapat saya suka berkongsi pengalaman saya dalam data science. So, data science ni sebenarnya dia menyelesaikan masalah secara precise, secara tepat dan terperinci. Dia stop argument, stop discussing because it talks about data. We talk about 1, 2, 3, it's about numbers. So, ada yes or no. So, things like that. When come to a precision method, all those things, kita dah tak ada buang masa. We are going so fast. Kita akan gerak dengan lebih cepat. Kita dah tak ada okay, stop discussion. Okay, we go into this mathematical modelling, all those data, and we present the data and then we come with the conclusion. So macam Cik Kam cakap tadi, kalau perlukan macam kita nak ada satu environment yang lebih segar, yang lebih baru pada masa depan, yes, we can promise it in future, insyaAllah.
Nak jadi orang makan gaji ke nak bina keusahawanan tekno berdasarkan kepakarannya?
Sekarang dia makan gaji dengan
Taklah, untuk masa depan.
Untuk masa depan yang lebih cerah, if we have big data and we have to think big also.
Because I remember the fastest movers in the world right now, even according to World Economic Forum, are the startups. Tan Siva.
Actually, okay, saya setuju dengan saudara saya. One of the important element in data science is about prediction. So, kenapa kita kena predict adalah we want to manage the risk. Kita nak, sebelum benda tu berlaku, kita nak avoid it. So, by doing so, kita boleh kurangkan loss. At the same time, kita boleh selamatkan apa yang sepatutnya kena selamatkan. And we can have a cushion. Kalau even we have any risk, kalau benda tu berlaku, we have plan B. So, actually data science really help us to predict the future, and which is a must for every industry and every company. And not only in the company, even for us pun, kita nak tahu juga apa yang akan berlaku esok.
Datuk, tolong rumuskan semua ini untuk kita, cabaran menuju ke depan. Saya ingat lagi 2-3 tahun lepas kita bercakap tentang awareness, kesedaran. Sekarang tentunya 2-3 tahun dah mendatang ni, kita tak boleh lagi bercakap tentang kesedaran, kita nak tengok implementation on ground. Berpaksikan kejayaan yang kita capai, yang kita lakukan, Datuk.
So saya rasa daripada segi awareness, ya, I think semua orang dah tahulah betapa there's something called big data, kita kena look at it. Sebab I'm hoping, saya harapkan dalam tahun depan dan tahun seterusnya ialah you can see an inflection point in terms of the adoption. And to get that inflection point, kita kena adakan talent, which I am confident now. So kalau lah a company wants to, an entity lah nak start to mulakan this, then you first need to understand what is the business outcome that you want to drive, and then bring in the data professionals to help you to come up with the business outcome. Sekarang ni nak implement big data solution tu doesn't require massive investment upfront. There are a lot of data analytics solutions that can be procured as a service. So you don't have to implement massive. Of course, if you have the resources, by all means, lagi bagus. Tapi kalau tidak, you jinak-jinakkan dulu dengan small, apa kita katakan POC, proof of concept, dan MVP, and then from there barulah kita scale. Bila kita boleh scale.
Datuk, bagilah sikit insight, rahsia. Di FTZ nak mula ni Oktober macam mana?
Yeah, you know, the FTZ is on track. Cuma the launch will probably be around the first week of November. So we will update that. We now are on track to have 1,500 SMEs. Dan the system, the DFTZ e-services platform tu is all about data analytics.
Sekarang saya rasa begitu kerdil bila berjumpa dengan MDEC, dengan Next Big Tech Asia, kerana nampak gaya Malaysia sedang melangkah ke era yang cukup menarik. Terima kasih kepada Datuk Yasmin dan juga rakan-rakan di MDEC, Engineer Dr. Kal dan sebagainya. Terima kasih kepada dua bintang harapan Malaysia untuk data raya ataupun big data. Terima kasih kepada anda telah menonton. Hantarkan pandangan anda sendiri kepada pelbagai platform yang ada, media sosial, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, atau muat turun aplikasi mudah alih iOS dan Android. AWANI, anda boleh menonton dan mengkritik secara langsung di gadget mudah alih kegemaran anda. Sekian, terima kasih. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi. Thank you so much.